I'm very hungry.
So am I.
Thank you.
Are you hot?
Huh?
Hara.
One, two, three, go.
Assalamualaikum guys, and welcome to my vlog yet again. Today in my vlog I am going to tell you guys a story of how Khabib literally changed my life.
I just want to make a lot of money and tell people money is not everything for this life.
I'm going to start off with how I came to be known about UFC, which is the Ultimate Fighting Championship, the fight game that I come to know and love.
Let's get ready to rumble!
I think the story went like this. I think it was the first and second year of my semester in University College, where I am trying to find a free time to fill in. I've always been known for have a liking in PC games,
PlayStation or Xbox.
PC.
and watching animes. That is pretty much my pastime that I did. I somehow felt like I need to fill another one more slot in my free time. That was the fight game, which is the EFC Ultimate Fighting Championship. It is then I started watching. I think it was since 2012. It was during the rising of Conor McGregor as a champion.
The notorious Conor McGregor!
That was not my main focus, which is to watch Conor McGregor. I was looking into some other fighters as well, and the one that caught my eye was Nurmagomedov.
Gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding an undefeated professional record of 16 wins with no losses. Standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds, fighting out of Fairfield, New Jersey, Khabib, the Eagle, Nurmagomedov!
It might not seem that he was adored by many fans. Nobody knew him that time, so it was pretty awkward for me to have a look into Nurmagomedov's career. Come to think of it, I didn't know that he was a Muslim. I thought he was like some Russian fighter or something from Dagestan. Then I started watching in his fight career. It was beginning with the recent Tball match. I think that was the first match that I watched, and it was the most amazing match I ever seen.
Everybody's here tonight. You ready? Let's go, come on! Gleison Tbow and Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Because that was the certain point where Khabib felt like he needed to prove something in his fight career, and that match is also the most controversial of any matches, because they said that Khabib wasn't supposed to win that match. I digress, and I disagree with that opinion. I think Khabib deserves to win that match because Dustin Tbow, the opponent that he faced, has been known that he used a lot of PEDs, performance-enhancing drugs, and steroids.
We want to see this fight at its face value to assess it for what it was at the time that it took place, is because it's the only competitive fight on Khabib's resume. And as much as I respect the differences in opinion here, it's silly to go so far as to count this against Khabib's record. This isn't a loss. It's not even really a controversial win. The judges saw a close fight and gave the decision to the more active fighter.
While Khabib, as we all know, never used any. He always trained and trained and trained at his home country, Dagestan, and there's pretty much a documentary about it. So that's not the main point. The main point is for me to tell which is the most amazing matches that I find very interesting to watch on during his fight career in UFC. So the first one is his match with Gleison Tbow, of course. It's the most controversial match ever, that as I explained just now. And the second one is with Michael, I forgot what his name was. It was I think it was a black guy, Michael something. That match is amazing, where he pummels and pummels. I think Snoop Dogg also watched that match.
You getting beat up like you getting jumped, cuz like it's 2 or 3 niggas on you. Hell! I got my money on this nigga Khabib. I ain't never heard of him, but the way I'm seeing him fuck this nigga up, I got Khabib and Nurmagomedov against anybody in lightweight, whoever lightweight.
The third one is between Khabib and Edson Barboza.
I was just gonna say Edson immediately with those inside leg kicks. Very smart, and I like the pressure of Khabib. I mean, you got to take away kicks with pressure.
As we all know, Edson Barboza is a formidable striker, and that is also one of the good matchups made, where we see Khabib outmaneuvers him and have superior tactics, and manage to overcome his opponent. As we all know, Edson also is a pretty good fighter, striker, where he used a spinning back kick to a lot of his opponents, which causes TKO. And if we see how he did it with Khabib, it doesn't affect him at all. You know, it doesn't affect Khabib at all. If you can see the clip I show you here, as you can see, he is not affected at all by the spinning back kick. That is Edson's best strategy, and it doesn't work. And he is dominated, absolutely dominated by Khabib. And here's Logan Paul saying that Khabib is probably one of the most historic pound-for-pound fighter in history.
He is the best fighter to ever grace the planet. Pound for pound, of course.
But, fighter, or to include boxing as well? Or
I'd say fighter. Boxing's still very much
combat
a sport.
sport.
I've always said that. You know, boxing's a sport. It's a sport of boxing. I'm talking about fighter, dude.
So
fighter.
Okay.
The gladiator shit.
Got it.
And moving on to the next point is how I came to be looking in admiration for Khabib and have a higher regards of respect for him. So the first main point I have to brought up from my chest is that his work ethic in what he does. His training regimen, he been training since childhood, and then to teenage years, and then to the adult life. He always comes through pushing the boundaries, you know, always learning, always getting to know how to outmaneuver his opponents. That is the first point that I am truly admiring Khabib, his work ethic.
Потом один раз соберетесь, если выиграете, раньше 1, 2, 3, вы уже колен ходите, да, и потихоньку вы уже знаете, что 2, 3, 4 года выиграли, вы знаете, через 2-3 месяца бой, через 2-3 месяца бой. Бой сделали, там 2-3 недели отдохнули, пришли заново, 2-3 месяца отпахали бой. Вот так потихоньку будете.
Second is his devotion to God, endless devotion to God. I look at it as a pillar of strength and inspiration. Even during Ramadan, he decided to train. He said that is the most important time to train, which is right. You know, it is when we are starving, we can push harder than we ever felt.
It's very important, very important. Stay ready, stay in shape, you know, because anytime UFC can call me and say, hey, we gotta fight. 2 months, 3 months, and that's why I have to stay ready.
That is one of the qualities that I find very good in Khabib. I myself are not very knowledgeable in my devotion to God. I always stumbles and fall here and there. But when I look at him in admiration, I can learn something from him, you know? You can learn from his experiences. And so lastly is the third main inspiration that I gained from him is his devotion to family and his loved ones, his siblings, his whole village. He forms a lot of good bond relationships, and whoever messes with his family will get it. I think that one of his opponents, or one of his I think the ones that dislike him, I think on the Conor McGregor team, I think it was Artem Lobov. Once you mess with the family, you get it from him, you know? Like Dominic Toretto always said, because family. So, okay, so back to the main point is that I respect his endless devotion to family as well. You know, he loved his father so much, and after his father's passing, he always listened to his mother. And in Islam, and as a Muslim, we are taught to always listen to the first is mother, and then second is mother, third is mother, and the fourth then father. So I truly respect it that Khabib listens to his mother about quitting the fight game after shortly his father passed away. He is so close to getting 30-0 matches win, undisputed, but he lets it go because he respects his mother's decision. He listens to his mother to quit the fight game and then pursue his education and also his business.
I promise her it's gonna be my last fight, and if I give my word, I have to follow this. It was my last fight here.
Even though he retires, that is the main qualities that I look into as well. When he says something, he means it. If he retires, he retires. He never returned like McGregor did. What McGregor did, you know?
Was with him side by side.
Mom, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. That this would be his last fight. He no longer wants to fight without his dad by his side. Which
That crushed me.
bro, you should, the pictures on Instagram. It's Khabib with the belt, and his dad is like the angel in heaven next to him, and it's one of those ones where when a fighter announces that he's retiring, Khabib is serious. You know, a lot of people will say that and they'll come back for their money fight.
Like McGregor.
Yeah,
McGregor's retired, what, 12 times now?
Yeah, so it's the boy who cried wolf. Khabib he's one of those no bullshit guys.
He's such a humble person behind the doors. You could tell by the way he's like going into fights, going out of fights.
So yeah, that is all the inspiration I gained from Khabib, and I want to apply or I wish to apply in my life. And yeah, and I hope that all is well with Khabib's future endeavors and everything in his life, his business, everything. I hope, inshallah, I hope all of it went well and all of it's good to him, you know. That is all that I want to let off my chest. It feels good for me to say about this. So if you guys have any similar experiences as well, you can share in the comments below. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum.